fabled heat, where magic meets desire. Subscribe to ignite the fantasy.
The scent of wet clay lingered in the air as I pushed open the creaking oak door of my studio, the midday sun spilling golden light across the warped wooden floors. My fingers still trembled from the morning's work, throwing bowls on the wheel for Mrs. Harlowe's wedding order, but the quiet of the studio always soothed me, or it usually did. Today, something felt off. The kiln hummed softly in the corner, its iron belly still warm from last night's firing. My latest piece, a vase carved with ivy vines and crowned with a flared rim, sat centered on the work table. Or rather, half of it did. I froze. The vase had been flawless when I left it. Now strange symbols, jagged, ancient-looking runes were etched deep into its surface, glowing faintly like embers. The clay around the markings pulsed as though breathing. What the hell? I muttered, reaching out to trace one of the grooves. The vase moved. I jerked my hand back as a tiny clump of clay peeled away from the vessel, rolling onto the table like a dropped marble. It shuddered, then stretched, forming limbs, a head, a crude but unmistakably humanoid shape. No taller than my palm, the creature wobbled to its feet, its body the warm terracotta hue of unfired clay. 2 pinpricks of amber light blinked open where its eyes should be. A golem, a clay golem. It tilted its head at me, then scurried across the table with surprising speed, knocking over a jar of paintbrushes. I caught one before it hit the floor, my heart thrashing. Hey, stop! The golem paused, glancing back at me, then it leapt off the table and darted toward the kiln. Oh no you don't, I lunged, but a sharp knock at the studio door made me freeze. The door swung open before I could answer. Need a hand, Alaric, him. Elias Thorne leaned against the doorframe, his broad shoulders nearly filling the space, his bronze skin gilded by the afternoon light. His smirk was infuriatingly perfect, as always. The owner of the tattoo parlor next door, Elias had a knack for appearing whenever I was at my most flustered. Today he wore a charcoal gray Henley with the sleeves rolled up, revealing the intricate blackwork tattoos that coiled up his arms, serpents and thorned vines and symbols that looked disturbingly similar to the ones on my vase. Not now, Elias, I said through gritted teeth, scanning the floor for the golem. He raised an eyebrow. You're sweating. And you've got clay in your hair. I'm busy talking to yourself. He stepped inside, his boots heavy on the floorboards. The golem chose that moment to peek out from behind the kiln, its amber eyes gleaming. Elias went still. Alaric, what is that? Nothing. A project. The golem scurried toward Elias, climbing his boot with surprising agility. Elias crouched, his calloused fingers hovering near the creature. This isn't nothing. These markings, you recognize them, I demanded. Before he could answer, the studio door burst open again. Alaric, I brought you. Kieran stopped short, his silver blonde hair mussed from the wind, his arms full of grocery bags. His ice-blue eyes flicked from me to Elias, to the golem now perched on Elias' shoulder. Lunch. Kieran Vale, my childhood best friend and the other thorn in my side. Where Elias was fire, all smoldering looks and sharp edges, Kieran was ice, quiet, analytical, with a gaze that saw too much. He set the bags down slowly, his voice calm but edged with steel. Explain, now. The golem chirped, leaping from Elias to Kieran, leaving tiny clay fingerprints on his pristine white sweater. Kieran didn't flinch, but his jaw tightened. Someone broke in, I said, carved these symbols into my work. And now it's alive, Elias finished, his dark eyes locked on Kieran. You know what this means, don't you? Kieran's throat bobbed. It's old magic, forbidden magic. The golem scrambled up to Kieran's shoulder, pressing its tiny hand against his neck. A faint glow spread beneath its palm, and Kieran gasped, his eyes flooding with that same amber light. Kieran, I grabbed his arm. The light faded as quickly as it came, leaving Kieran swaying on his feet. He stared at me, his voice hollow. Alaric, it showed me things, a ritual, 3 souls bound by clay and blood. Elias stepped closer, his tattooed fingers brushing the golem's head. Those symbols, they're a summons, a call to mates. The word hung in the air, thick and dangerous. Mates, I echoed. Kieran looked away, but not before I caught the flush on his cheeks. Elias chuckled low in his throat, his gaze raking over me. Oh, this is going to be fun.